asked Peter and I to both give talks a few days ago this Friday, and I guess we should have coordinated a little better because we both planned to talk about the same thing.
I'm sorry, John.
No, this is both our faults. But Peter did miss a few things I did want to tell some of you, particularly because we do have a lot of new people here. RCOS was started, I want to say 2007, a few years ago, by an RPI alum by the name of Sean O'Sullivan, who actually some of us had the great opportunity to meet with last semester. He just won RPI's Entrepreneur of the Year award. But Sean, when he was here in RPI, he graduated in 1985, a couple of his buddies got together, and they wrote some software. And at the time, nobody had written software like that. It was kind of like Google Maps type software, street imaging and geography and things like that. A few years ago, he sold that out to Pitney Bowes. His company sold for hundreds of millions of dollars. So Sean, using this money, did a whole bunch of cool things. One of the cool things, and the coolest in my opinion, was creating this center, the Rensselaer Center for Open Source Software. And an important thing that I think not a lot of us realize is there's two parts to this. There's the RCOS group, but there's also an open source software course that's usually taught in the fall. It's actually being taught this spring as well. I don't know, you can talk to more to see if there's any open seats. But that's also a really great opportunity to learn some of the more political and social and legal sides of things of the open source movement. That's actually taught by somebody out of the Kitware company based out of Clifton Park. I think we've had some guest speakers from them before in these meetings, but I've been here so long I don't know who else has been here this long besides maybe Peter. So RCOS is a really great opportunity, like Peter said. We get to do real things, whereas in your classes, even in SD&D, maybe, I guess that's a computer science capstone. I'm an IT major. You work on one thing for one semester in a team, and that's kind of it. In RCOS, you get to write a proposal, have it reviewed by people, get good feedback, write something, and come May, you're not finished. You get to keep working. It's open source, so people get to see it. Not only can we help, when you go out for job interviews and you're talking about the things you've done, it's not just, oh, in CS2 I wrote merge sort. It's, I rewrote mobile notifications for iOS, or I created a mobile shuttle tracker using GPSs, or things like that, which really just looks amazing to most employers. I don't know the average class here, but I expect it's sophomore, maybe junior, and most of you probably haven't gone on really many interviews, but as a senior, let me tell you that everywhere I interviewed was just ecstatic about RCOS. I definitely put it on my resume. I talk about the group as a whole, some of the projects I've done, it just blows people away. On top of that, not only can I talk about what I've done in an interview, but I can talk to the person I'm interviewing and say, open up your laptop, go to GitHub, pull up my account, and check out this code. Check out the size of the project, how frequently I've worked on it, how I've grown from point A to point B, and what I've learned. I think these are really some of the biggest parts of RCOS. Some other thing I wanted to talk to, and Peter did a good job of this, is your responsibilities. More of these, pretty much one guy running this club now. You can see there's a heck of a lot of us here. So please do everything you can to make it easier on him. Follow the guidelines of the URP. He has a lot of people that he has to follow up to. We don't need Morty taking any more flack because he's going back for students who can't write a 500-word proposal. I know we're CS majors, IT majors, ECSC, and we love writing software, but English isn't that hard. There's a writing center on campus, and there's tons of us here to help you out with that as well. Don't be afraid to be technical in your URP proposal. That's kind of the point. Having a good overview is great, but it's hard for us to give feedback if we don't know why you're making certain decisions or what decisions you're even making. On top of that, we are looking for more mentors, sophomores, juniors, or even experienced freshmen. If you think you'd be interested in that, please approach me or Peter. We can talk to you more about what that entails. We're also looking for, because I'll be graduating this May, an RCOS sysadmin. There's not a whole lot of work involved with that, but just keeping the RCOS server online and maybe looking for future things to do, hosting our own Git repositories here or Linux mirrors, which we had in the past. So if you're interested in that, please come talk to me. But like I said, if you have any questions, email the group. If you're not comfortable emailing the entire group, which we encourage you to do, feel free to contact Peter or myself or Morty, and we'll give you any feedback.